You got a gun, you got a big gun, you got a gun, it's not a real one, and all you ever think about is running away, all you ever think about is trying to stay away from me.
Ooh, and good evening. Nighttime Fred has graced us once again.
Hey, now.
This time my fault, though.
Yep. You're a busy man.
Oh, gosh.
I understand.
Good evening, you bunch of savages. Listen to this podcast. We need to start really thanking them. Truly. We have a very good listening ship. We got a good base, and every single one of you is an absolute savage. Because if you weren't a savage, you wouldn't be tuning into this shit every week.
That's a goddamn fact.
This is the Not Safe for Work MMA show on the LoudMouth MMA Podcast Network. Again, disclaimer, nothing that is said on this podcast reflects any beliefs that anyone on the network holds, more than likely, like legitimately. You know, when you see that in the beginning of shows, you're like, I don't know, some of those people. I think legitimately no one shares our opinions 95% of the time. So just once again, before y'all get all mad, don't blame anybody else on the network. Just yell at us.
This is definitely the dark corner of the LoudMouth network of MMA podcasts.
Listen, y'all, you need it. You need that.
You
need an outlet. Again, you lovely savages, right? Like, you need an outlet. If you're a savage, you can't just listen to all the highbrow talk. You can't just listen to, Keith spouting off about all this. We know you're
nonsense.
Smart. We know you're smart. Just let us in. Let us do our thing.
Sometimes you just need some fucking nonsense, right?
Exactly. We have a running thing where can we say Keith's name in every single episode? That's
we got to.
And listen, chalk another one up.
Shout out to the K-Man.
I got a board here up on the wall. We'll make another check mark, and we'll see you guys next week.
Keith and Connor, you know what I mean?
There it is. You got to keep the algorithm up.
Get a shutout. That's
and
right.
We all know that you get the Keith Schilling bump.
That's right.
It's
a real thing.
He's been doing his MMA Takeover show on the network, and it's done very well. It's done very well on its own. It is. It's done very, very well. So we call that the Keith Schilling bump, and that's what's happening here. So for algorithm's sake, we'll mention his name. I don't know if we can talk about Connor today, but we should try.
We'll find a way.
Well, listen.
We'll certainly find a way.
Let's talk about the main event.
Slide him right in, huh? There's a fucking segue for you.
We'll just sneak Connor into this conversation. How about that?
Oh, I'm sure we can figure out a way.
Dan Hooker, we're going back to the UFC Auckland card that took place last night. We had our main event. Dan Hooker edged out Paul Felder. I guess let's just start there. We'll start with with the obvious conversation that seems to be coming up every single week, which was, what did you feel about the judging?
I'm telling you, we're going to have to get ourselves a noose down here somewhere so I can hang myself for a little bit before we do this podcast, because I'm so fucking sick. I knew it. Here we go. I didn't even want to get on Twitter afterward. Felder won. Felder got robbed. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, look. I had Felder winning too. But again, we've said this a million fucking times on this podcast. It was too close to be considered a robbery. It was, and again, I know that I am in the minority when I say you got to beat the champ to take the belt from the champ. You got to beat that motherfucker. Well, here's another news flash for all you shitbirds out there. And I know this ain't the way it's supposed to be. And I know home cooking ain't supposed to be a real thing. But goddamn it, welcome to the real world where that shit is real. And in fucking Auckland, New Zealand, whilst fighting Dan the Hangman Hooker, you are going to have to whip that ass. You are not winning a close split decision against the hometown fucking hero. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. If the fight's that close,
give it to the guy.
Give it to our guy,
give it to
bro.
The homeboy.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? I mean, I feel bad for Felder. I thought he won, but it was a close fight. I've seen so many people starting with the robbery immediately. Stop it.
So, MMA decisions, we'll go over this real quick. So, I don't know how many votes we got. We can tally it up when we get to the end, but you have 4 votes for Hooker.
I'm like 32 for Felder.
One of our very, very own Drake Riggs had it for Hooker. So that's the 4. We have a draw from Tapology. And then we have Felder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 for Felder, 1 for a draw, and 4 for Hooker. So 12 people felt like Hooker did not win. 4 people did. So, again, I agree. I don't think it was a robbery, but boy, that is a close fight. And listen, I don't agree with you, obviously, because judging is judging regardless of where you are, whether it's two champions fighting, or whether it's a champion fighting, or whether it's a hometown guy. Doesn't matter, right? The fight's a fight, and it's judged the same. But I'm with you. Like, if the shit's that close, just give it to the hometown guy. Why the fuck not? Let's get the crowd excited. You know?
Like, again, listen, at the end of the day, I agree with you, too. I feel it. Like, it's judging. If you do enough to win the fight, I don't give a fuck if the fight's on the moon. You won the fight. But in the reality that we live in, we all know that, like, when you're fighting the hometown guy, if it goes to the judges in the main event, don't nobody be surprised if shit gets a little wonky. Shit, to keep it a buck, you ain't even got to have the hometown advantage. The judges are already incompetent as fuck. If they in New Zealand or they're in China or wherever the fuck, like, it is what it is.
All right, so we had, just to give you a perspective, John Jones, Dominic Reyes.
Sure.
We had 12 people scored for Reyes, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scored for Jones. So just with that math, I guess I'm not doing the math, but it sounds like the Jones fight was closer.
Right.
Just off of MMA decisions. And this is not by any means a Bible, but it's just a good idea, a good reference for people who do this all the time, watching fights and whatever. But these guys all have their own, set of. To
be fair, I disagree. I kind of think the Felder-Hooker fight was closer than the Jones-Reyes fight, and I know that kind of contradicts what I was saying.
It's true. That's what I'm saying. According to the math that we just looked at and made decisions, the Hooker-Felder fight would have been more of a robbery.
Right. No,
but you're saying you're saying that Reyes won more so than you think Felder did.
Yeah. I don't think he gets that fucking belt, but I feel like he clearly won 3 rounds. I thought the fucking Felder-Hooker fight was close as fuck, to be honest. I mean, Felder inched him out a couple of those rounds. He was more aggressive, it felt like. But did you see his face? I mean, I hate to be that sort of a cunt because I know he's Irish. I'm part Irish myself. You throw me a smack in the nose, I start bleeding like I've been cut by OJ. But nonetheless,
yeah. We do have a question that came in. So on your status that you posted.
Oh, okay,
so I couldn't read it because it wasn't.
You want to get to it now?
Well, if you want, while you're doing that, I'll while you're looking that up, I'll navigate back over to our fight results here. That way, I'm looking at it.
All right.
So Rapibo, Dan Hooker, Paul Felder. While you're pulling that up. Very close fight, very good fight. I think that fight was what we were hoping it was, right? We were hoping for a banger. We got a banger. I think you. Yeah. I assume you agree.
Oh yeah. We have a fantastic fight.
Yeah, looking for a banger. We got a banger. That fight was everything. Sometimes you see shit on paper and it looks bad and it ends up being awesome. Sometimes it looks awesome and it ends up being bad. This was an instance where it looked really fucking good, and it was really fucking good.
Bigger and shit. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. What is next? Paul Felder hinted that he might retire. I don't hate that. What do you think is next for Dan Hooker here? He called out Justin Gaethje. Do you think that's a reality?
Well, ironically enough,
this is what brings in the Conor McGregor question.
Well, yeah, exactly. There you go. Justin Gaethje was on. I don't know if you've seen this, but TMZ picked up a video of disgusting little Henry.
Oh God!
And he was rambling on about something for about 45 seconds. Then he went, "And here, my boy Justin Gaethje, and Conor's a bitch." And he flipped the little phone over, and there was old turkey hunting Justin sitting there on the couch, shooting his mouth off and calling Conor a sissy. So, look, to be fair, as a Conor stan, that's kind of the fight I want for Conor. I'm so sick and tired of that little red-haired prick running his yap. Go shut him up, Conor. Him and that little wonky eye of his. Knock the fuck out of Justin Gaethje for me, for Christ's sakes. So, but if that fight doesn't happen, I think that Dan Hooker and Justin Gaethje is a very fucking good fight. I think Hooker's earned it. I think Gaethje is getting to the point where he's going to have to take a fucking fight with somebody. You know what I mean? It's one of the few people he hasn't fought in the division who has a high ranking at this point. So if they don't do Gaethje Conor, I think it's a great fight. I think it's a fight that makes sense. I think you'd have a hard time arguing against it as far as it goes.
So since moving up to, he had a couple losses at 45. Dan Hooker did, which is how wild that guy was at 45.
Yeah, that's it's weird. Yeah,
that's like
definitely one of the weight cutting things where it went wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a Chiesa. I mean, it's not cool. I don't know. It
somewhat,
might be on that level.
I mean, he's been pretty fucking hot at 55, man.
Yeah. So 45, he lost a couple fights, but since going up to 55, so here's who he's gone through: Ross Pearson, Mark Diakese, Jim Miller, Gilbert Burns. Then he lost to Barbosa, but then he followed that up with a knockout of James Vick, win over Ally Quinta, which is a big win, and then obviously getting that win over Paul Felder, which, regardless of how you feel, whether it was deserved or not, irrelevant, he still went toe-to-toe with Paul Felder, and at the very best, won the fight, which he did, and at the very least, barely lost it.
Right.
So, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I remember that Barboza beating boy. Barboza didn't just win that fight; he beat the dog piss out of Dan. But all things being equal, Dan's earned his spot. He's on a 3-fight win streak against all really strong opponents. So, if they don't do Gaethje Conor, I think that Dan Hooker and Gaethje makes a ton of sense.
I'm completely down.
I'm here, and it'll be a fun fucking fight. I think it's one of those fights that, again, it'll look good on paper and it'll be fucking fun in real life.
And I'm interested in the prospect of, again, what if? Let's say they book Hooker. I don't know how quick they'd be able to do it, just simply because of Hooker got, kind of fucked up in the fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't think that fight's happening anytime soon. But let's just theoretically say Conor decides to sit out until the end of the year, which I don't think he is, but I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
And then Hooker fights Gaethje in like 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Hooker. It had to be more than 3 months, but this is why I don't think it's a reality. But let's just say Hooker beats Gaethje, in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, you could see a Hooker-Conor fight, just simply because that's who Conor was going to fight. He's not going to now fight him off a loss, which I guess we do that with Cowboy, but
right.
Well, Cowboy had strung some wins together, right? Before he fought Conor.
No. He was coming off 2 L's. 2 of them.
2. He was coming off of 2, huh?
Yeah.
So they could put him up against
Gaethje and Tony.
Sure.
So I mean, it's almost like that's the cool thing about MMA or just rather fighting high level competition. Like Cowboy can get that fight because you can come off of 2 L's when it's fucking Tony and Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Like who gives a shit?
This is what's crazy, man. I mean, so Brad Riddle was on this card, got another win.
Yeah, he looked good too. Impressive.
You have Kai Kara France is out of City Kickboxing. Was he on this card?
Mm-hmm.
He was, right?
Yeah.
You got Dan Hooker. You got Israel Adesanya, of course.
Naturally. City Kickboxing ain't nothing nice.
You got Shane Young.
Yep.
And I think that's it. But you got, and I say that's it,
Well, this card was almost like the City Kickboxing card, let's be honest.
But it's like, well, Shane Young wasn't on the card. But regardless, awesome fighter.
Right.
And dude, City Kickboxing, man, continues to
impress.
Yeah, it continues to impress.
Big time.
And let's see what Adesanya does against Yoel Romero, which that is coming up like quicker than you know it, man.
Oh, I know. When is that?
That is like
March,
not the next card, but the card after that.
Like early March.
March 7th.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck.
I think you have next week, and then I think it's the card after that.
Nice. Lovely.
Okay, let's talk about that fight. We'll get to that in a second. What was the question that
okay,
asked?
let's see what we got on Twitter.
I believe it was in reference to the KKK.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa, slow down.
Hey-o. Settle down there, big guy. Don't get us fucking kicked. This is the Not Safe for Work show, not the fucking racist cunt show. All right. At the MMA Trader.
Oh, yeah. We love MMA Trader.
Tweets, strangely serious question, but regarding KK getting beat the fuck up. Twitter calling for her corner to throw in the towel and subsequent feeling sorry for her in her recent IG post. Are we as fans too soft with female fighters or too hard on male ones? Ooh. Good fucking question.
Okay. Well, go. Let them know we're answering his question.
Okay. So, regarding KK getting beat the fuck up, Twitter calling for her corner to throw in the towel, but feeling sorry for her.
Okay, so are we too hard? Are we too soft with female fighters, or are we too hard on male fighters?
Okay, well,
Like, do we expect male fighters to persevere through shit that they shouldn't, or is our expectations of women too low for what we expect of them in a fight? Like, and start going like, hey, let's stop this.
I'm gonna probably come off like a real chauvinistic cunt right now, but
That's very shocking.
I'm
normally
you're
so highbrow. So it's
this was probably not a great question to ask me because I did not feel sorry for her.
I didn't either.
I
thought she was getting her ass kicked.
No, but did you see the video that she put out? And
where she was like,
her eyes all fucked up. She's talking about her other eye being fucked up. She can't leave. She might have to have surgery on her eye.
Yeah.
It was kind of bad. I get it. I'm just a cunt, and I feel like, look, man. When I say, I'm all for equal rights, I fucking mean it. I think the women should be allowed to fight in the UFC. And if you choose to be a cage fighter, this is the sort of thing that can happen. Listen, I'm not saying that I don't feel bad for her, that she might have sustained a very serious injury. I just don't feel worse for her than I do for Stipe or Tom or Dick or Harry.
yeah,
If you're a cage fighter, you're a cage fighter. Just like when women are beating the fuck, when you have a Shevchenko that's doing amazing things and we praise her, we don't go, well, she looks good for a female. No, she's a fantastic martial artist. If a broad gets the goddamn dog shit beat out of her, I'm not going to be like, well, that's fucked up because she's a woman. No, she's a fucking cage fighter.
Yeah.
There are some guys that get into cage fighting and take a beating and they're like, yo, I'm fucking cool on that. That's not exact. Not all men are built for this either. Some people are warriors, men and women, man. So, yeah. I mean, listen,
Dude,
she looks bad. She's a good-looking broad. She's got the nice little pretty eyeball, or the little pretty blue eye that's popping out over the puffiness. The other one's taped up. I do get it. It is sad, but I'm no more sad for her than I would be for, as sad as this is, disgusting little Henry. If he goes in there and gets his eyeball beat out and he comes in and he's on Twitter and shit, yeah, there'll be a part of me that goes, ha-ha, you disgusting little prick. But in all seriousness.
I guess to answer because the question isn't, I guess, the way I'm interpreting the question is not how do I feel. It's how do we think the MMA community, that's how I took it. How do we as an MMA community view
Sure.
it? Is the MMA community too soft on women or are they too hard on men? So like when you see this, I guess this is what it is. Like when like her post, because I'm looking at it, I don't think you would see a lot of men making that post. I don't think you'd see a lot of men.
I don't know. Kevin Lee made a post where he was like literally in tears after one of the fights. He was beat up and he was fucking crying about losing and shit, and not. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Don't you do?
I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I mean, listen, Kevin Lee throw me a beating from hell. I'm just saying, it was, and we always like, oh, poor Kevin Lee. He's sad because he lost the fight and got the fuck beat out of him. It is what it is. Like I feel bad for her.
So if you're watching both of those videos in a vacuum, both Kevin Lee and both Carolina, you're in your mind. There's no distinction between how you feel.
Describe the vacuum. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Do
I not know how they got beat up?
No,
do I think Carolina's been beaten by Polish warlords? Like, that changes it. But if I know they're both fighters.
Let's call her Carolina, by the way.
What did I call her? Carolina?
I called her. You're correct.
I did. Okay.
You're correct.
KK is probably better anyways.
Yeah.
Kovacevic.
Kovacevic.
I do like these Polish broads' names, to be fair. Anyways.
So in a vacuum, I mean like notwithstanding other opinions.
Yeah,
you're watching Kevin Lee, upset and beat the fuck out of after a loss. You're seeing Carolina after a loss.
Slightly different scenarios where she's talking about like her eye, and there could be some. So it seems like her injuries may be a little more serious, where Kevin Lee was just kind of really emotional and had a beat up face. I do again, but I guess my thing is I have no distinction between the gender. I don't feel more sorry for her because she's a female. Now, as far as what MMA Twitter thinks, quite frankly, I think they're a bunch of fucking pussies. I think they go from one thing to the next, while the fight's on. Oh, you don't want to stop the fight? She's being a Polish pussy. And then the video comes down and everybody's a fucking what's it, fucking virtue signaling or whatever. People
Yeah.
can't wait to jump and spread. This is so terrifying. I feel so bad for her. I mean, I do feel bad for her, but what do you want?
But
she didn't get fucking mugged in a New York subway.
But we feel bad for her in the same sense that we feel bad for anybody.
But for any fucking fighter.
Who sustains an
Sure.
injury or whatever.
Is it a little harder because she's like a girl? And I'm going to tell you something honest. I'm going to be honest with you. No, it's not. You know why it's harder? Because she's attractive. If she was a hog donkey, nobody'd care that she had took a beating. Like, it's sad because she's kind of cute. Polish little princess. We don't want to see her beat to death.
Listen, I don't remember all these sappy posts when Tanya Evinger got her ass kicked.
Yeah, exactly.
Cyborg, right?
Exactly. It's like, it's sad because she's pretty, but like in the grand scheme of things, she's a warrior too.
When that little gut was flapping around the octagon.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen anybody post
Tanya
about that.
Evinger, boy, the old fucking biker fucking chick. Nobody cared about her getting her face pounded on by Cyborg.
Right. I think that's actually a really good point. Listen, people could dismiss this show all they want, but we give legitimate points.
Every once in a while, we ram one home.
Legitimate points.
Every once in a while.
Everyone just wants to dismiss this, but listen, they will not persevere. But that's not to take away from, in the words of Fred, the Chinese broad.
Oh yeah,
who caused the injuries? Who shout out to our very own Drake Riggs, who was very high on her going in this fight. Is very high on her just in general. Kind of predicted to a T this performance, and on Off the Cuff. So if you guys want to listen to me in a much more professional setting, you can listen to Off the Cuff, hosted by Mike Heck. It involves myself, Drake Riggs, and Craig Allen. So a really good cast plus me on Off the Cuff. So definitely tune into that one. Much more, well, not much more. It is clean and professional. So feel free to tune into that if you want to hear a different side of me. Although I'm pretty tame on this show, I guess for the most part.
Terrible.
Nah, you're the one that's.
I bring out the worst.
You're the
in you.
wild card, and I usually you incite the violence for me.
Yeah,
Normally I'm okay. You bring that.
I come in here and start shooting my mouth off.
Listen, you get going. It's hard to stop. Anything else on the main card that you want to talk about?
I don't know. What else was there? Is there anything worth talking about? The one big thick gentleman, Dan Scolio, got thumped.
Or Ben.
Yeah, what I call him, Dan Scoliosis.
You called him Dan Scolio. His name is Ben Sosoli.
Yeah, same thing. You know what I mean? His name is fucking Bellator bound at that performance is what his name is.
Especially against Rogerio de Lima. I mean, no offense, but
listen, heavyweight's thin. The Russian looked good. The Eminem character there, fucking
Magomed Ankalaev, the one who lost to Brad Riddle.
Yeah. He looked good though in the fucking defeat.
Yeah.
He looked tough.
Just again, city boxing, man. They're coming together.
And what Russian I think? Russian got a knockout too, though, right?
Jalen Turner.
Okay, yeah.
We like Jalen Turner around here.
Yeah.
So it was
the
nice
tarantula.
Yep, it was nice to see him get back into the win column here.
Mm-hmm. Anybody nicknamed the tarantula is always cool with me. I fucking love that nickname.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was one of those European cards. What are you gonna do?
And then our girl Angela Hill.
Hey, shout out to Angela Hill. 3 wins in a row. She's taken on all the fights. She's fought like fucking 6 times in like 5 months or some shit like that. She is fucking on a roll. And listen, take note, young fighters. Angela Hill has, as much as I love her, no shade, but just keeping it a buck, she's traditionally been a 50-50 fighter. Kind of win a couple, drop a couple, win a couple, drop a couple. She's been so active lately, though, that she's found herself on a 3-fight win streak against decent opposition.
Absolutely.
And the last loss that she had was to the broad that fought on this card, 100%. Right? And it was super controversial. So, we might have to start seriously taking old Angela Hill seriously, man. And to be fair, not to fucking invoke race and be one of those type of characters, but she would be the first black female champion if she was to actually win a title, which would be, a part of fucking history.
I cannot pronounce her name. But first fight, Priscilla Cachoeira.
Something like that. That's close enough.
Pretty close.
That's close enough.
Like a devastating knockout over Shanna Dobson.
Oh, yeah. That was good. That was beautiful.
That was a good one. And then the other performance of the night was, we haven't talked about him yet, but was Jimmy Crute getting a Kimura, which I guess has not happened in quite some time.
Yeah, Kimuras
if you think about
rare.
it's kind of tough to get them because it's like it requires you to exhibit a lot of force, have really good positioning to dig it in.
Lots of dominance and control.
And then you also have to get somebody who isn't willing to deal with the pain, because generally speaking, you're not going to cross over you're not going to break it until you've gone beyond a certain pain threshold.
Right.
Generally. Generally.
Right.
Now, that is not always true.
It just depends on who it is.
But generally, you're not going to break the arm until you're going to be in such a pain threshold at that point.
That you're going to tap. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So you got to find someone who's...
Tell you what, though, you get those animals, like, that's one of my fucking... I tell you what, it's sad... It's almost like nothing's more sadder than watching one of your favorite fighters or somebody who used to be brilliant in the cage slowly slow down.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, I talk about it all the time, but BJ Penn, boy, if you wasn't around for the heyday, I feel sorry for you. Before I lose my fucking train of thought here, though, Frank Mir putting the fucking Kimura on Minotauro Nogueira and just completely fucking ripping his arm off, because Nogueira is just such an animal, but Frank was such a tank in his prime, and he had such a grip on it that, like, Minotauro Nogueira is one of the best BJJ guys of all time, but when you get it's checkmate. Yeah. You better tap, and he didn't. No, Frank went pop and blew his fucking arm straight the fuck out. Like,
and then you have other times where, like, again, talking about, dealing with the pain threshold. I remember watching, who was it? It was it Rose Namajunas, Paige Van Zandt, when it was just a banger of a fight, and Paige Van Zandt was just somehow being able to go out each round. And there was one round in particular where she must have had her arm, I don't know how it didn't snap, and she was just kept getting out of shit, dude. It was just
yeah.
And you do see that sometimes too, where just you're double jointed enough, and
I also
you
feel
can
like
tolerate the pain, and you're not getting scared, because I think a lot of, like, when people tap to a neck crank, kind of thing, they're not going to break your neck. You're just, the fear starts hitting you. And, like, the pain starts becoming something that's like, I don't want to deal with this.
Right. Well, and I also feel like in BJJ, it's like it's a matter of what's fucking smaller than inches, Jack, like centimeters. You know what I mean? Like, then what did I say? MMA? I didn't mean that. I meant BJJ. Yeah. in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like GSP when he fought Dan Hardy. I'll never forget. He had him in the deepest of arm bars. Full-on arm bar, both the legs, leg across the face, the whole nine. And, everybody's freaking out, and he just couldn't finish Dan Hardy. I don't think it was because Dan Hardy's fucking arms were that flexible. And I don't think it's because GSP doesn't know how to apply an arm bar. I just think it wasn't right where it needed to be for him to snap his fucking arm.
Which is why a Kimura is so rare.
Right.
Because it's like you really got to get all the variables right.
It's got to be perfect, or it'll just hurt real bad. And I think, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he, super fucking hyperextended. I'm sure
I would have
his
tapped,
arm was fucked
I would have
up.
tapped the moment the shit got behind my back.
Yeah, right. I could barely scratch my fucking my spinal cord. You fucking yank my shoulder around there, Jack. You're getting a tap real quick. What the fuck?
If you ever want to beat us in a fight,
just fucking rip my arm around my back. Listen, to be fair,
all right, I'm done. I'm done.
I talk a bunch of shit, but I wouldn't be hard to take in a fight. Not from a professional athlete. Let me throw that out there too. Don't y'all get the wrong idea. If you don't fucking train, I'll throw you a fucking beating. But for anybody out there that trains, I'm under no delusions that I can compete with any sort of professional fucking athletes or fighters.
All right, but let's move on to next week's card, because I do want to get into a decent talking point about our main event. So, main event on this card is Joseph Benavidez versus Davison Figueiredo. Here's the question, Frank. First question. You know what? I'm going to steal from Mike Heck. So on Off the Cuff, this is a show about Off the Cuff. I'm trying to, I'm seeing the end of our show, so I'm like, let me start pushing my other show before this one gets removed from the network. before we get sold to somebody and they're like, that fucking show's got to go. So let me start rooting for the other one I'm on, guys. So that way, if this one gets canceled, you can follow me on Off the Cuff. But I'm going to steal something from Mike Heck. He does something on that called buy sell. And just for this one time, I'm going to give just a buy sell question on here as an homage to Mike Heck.
Okay.
So buy sell. Okay,
that's all I say.
Do you agree with the statement I'm making? Do you buy it or do you sell it? Okay.
Okay.
So the question I'm posing, or the statement I am posing, buy sell.
Okay.
The winner of Joseph Benavidez versus Figueiredo is the true 125 champion without an asterisk.
Boy, that's a good one, Kyle.
Right.
My initial fucking thing is to buy and buy fast because I can't stand that little small Mexican anyways.
Yeah.
But if I'm being fair, I'm going to buy it because I don't like that motherfucker. But if I'm being fair, we got to sell it because the cute little prick hasn't been beat at 25.
Okay.
I hate to be one of those type of cocksuckers, but, like, I'm going to buy it, you understand me, because he can stay at 35 and I can't stand him. But, like, realistically, if the fucker can make 25, and just to go in depth with this, I think that he will lose his next fight at 35, and I think I think his little four-way at 35 is some bullshit. I don't think he's going to compete at 35. I could be terribly wrong, but I think he loses it and comes back to 25 anyways. Okay. So he is the fucking lineal flyweight champion.
Do you think buy sell? I
like this. It was fun.
Do you think it's not a question, it's a statement. Buy sell. DJ's shadow still looms over the 125 division.
Sell. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Think that's gone.
Yeah, man. I don't think it's fair necessarily, but I just don't. DJ's a weird thing, man. I don't really know where to put him. He's like a hardcore's wet dream, but the everyday Joe Blow, jerk off John Jones, sort of Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz fan, I just didn't give a shit about DJ. Don't, and couldn't care less. I think we could bring DJ back tomorrow, and for whatever reason, I just don't think many people give too much of a fuck.
Yeah.
It's surprising, too, because, it's not like he didn't fight in an explosive manner. It's not like he wasn't interesting. He was like this little nerdy sort of guy with a real big head and a cool nickname.
Yeah.
I really don't have a good answer for it, to be completely honest with you. He just never resonated with the fans for some reason.
Now, do you think so I'll say that buy sell has two kind of statements embedded.
Okay.
So, you kind of answered the shadow does not loom for the general public. Do you feel like the shadow looms for hardcore fans of the sport?
Again, sell, because he took an L on the way out the door. If he had left, which I guess he couldn't have left as the champion, but if he hadn't have lost, then maybe. And listen, I'm sure some people, I'm sure there is a certain part of the hardcore audience is like, DJ's the real champ. He didn't really lose that fight, blah, blah, blah. But, a lot of people would just be like, listen, disgusting little Henry beat him. So it's easy for us to kind of move on at that point.
I love how, and we haven't even addressed this, you will not just call him Henry Cejudo or Henry.
I make it a point not to.
You call him disgusting little whatever.
Isn't he, though? He's just the grossest looking little dude, man. And he's got the nerve to have a tall, pretty girlfriend. I feel sorry for that, bro. You know what? Matter of fact, can I just take a moment to say I feel sorry for all the good-looking broads that got to fuck nasty, disgusting guys with little, tiny, small peckers.
Just because they got money?
Yeah, because they have a better, shout out to the fucking first lady. She's fucking taking one for the most of us. Surely she doesn't enjoy it. Can't say I blame her for doing it. I mean, it's a nice life to live. I like nice things, too.
I like it. That's actually, this segues to me into a good point. It's something that I guess I forgot we needed to talk about until right now. So let's talk about it. Israel Adesanya, when talking about
the towers growing.
Talking about Paulo Costa, talking about Yoel Romero. Paulo Costa responded to it.
Yep.
But when talking about Yoel Romero, I don't remember the exact context of what he was saying. He said something like, he's gonna fall faster than those towers. So I don't remember the exact quote. All right, I found it here.
Okay.
All right, so pool quote here is, I'll touch him enough times and eventually he'll crumble like the Twin Towers.
Ooh.
So, okay.
There's no fucking bueno.
Let's dissect. Let me start by saying a statement I've made on this podcast multiple times. I stand by it. I will never, ever not believe this. I don't care what the fuck is being said, whatever. Nothing is off limits. There is no trash talk that is off limits. You can make fun of kids, children, or just the same thing. Kids, disabilities,
all those little
wives.
motherfuckers.
I don't give a fuck.
Retarded babies, all of it.
There's literally nothing that is off limits. There are no jokes that are off limits. If you want to make jokes about rape, I don't care.
Okay.
It's up to you to deal with the consequences of those actions.
Sure.
But ultimately,
You should be able to.
Making the joke is not off limits. You can say whatever the fuck you want. That's what makes this country so goddamn fantastic.
Fair
say
enough.
whatever the fuck you want. Again, if you make a rape joke, there's going to be consequences.
Sure. Some people are not going to love
That
it.
shit better be funny, or there's going to be consequences.
Right,
And even if it is funny, you're still probably going to get consequences.
Well, right.
So the problem, though, is sometimes you hear, quote, jokes that, A, they aren't funny, but B, they're mean-spirited. You know, like there is no humor to it. Like when Colby Covington made the joke about, you know, running over, you know, ask Matt Hughes what it's, you know, what happens when you stand in front of a train.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny. You know, like,
I mean,
it wasn't now, but when he said then later in the lead up to the Usman fight, when he was talking about the guy from Black Zillions who passed away from a heart attack, when he was talking about he had a heart attack because of how bad Usman was, and, you know, after this fight he's going to send him to hell with him or whatever.
Right.
That's not funny. It's just mean-spirited.
Right.
You know, I don't have a problem with you saying it per se.
But I can think you're a dick for saying it.
Yeah, but it's not funny. Like, you're just being mean. You're
Right.
just being mean for the sake of being mean,
You're being a
and
dick.
that's not funny.
Right.
There is no humor in what Adesanya said here whatsoever. Was he trying to be funny? Like, did he think that he was being funny? I guess that's where I'm a little confused. Like, was that said as a joke? It seems like it's a joke because it's like a metaphor, and usually that's centered around making a joke.
Or it could have just been a bad point to make, a bad point of reference,
It's
bad
just like
metaphor.
You know, and then the other issue being, of course, he's not I mean, he's not American at all.
Well, sure. But I
know.
don't think that, you know, listen, fucking Borancina took 13 seconds to chime in from Brazil. How disrespectful of you to be such a coward. Or whatever the fucking bullshit he chimed in with.
Paulo Costa.
What-
Yeah, well,
what
I
I
guess
call
his name is
Borancina. It used to be.
Borancina.
He tried to listen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right.
I'm calling him Cassius
you're
Clay. His mama
You're
called him Cassius Clay. I'm calling him Cassius
You're
Clay.
right. But
So, yeah.
he defended this, which is nice. But it's just like you don't get a pass.
Stylebender should know, I guess, is my point.
One, it's like
he knows what time
it also is. Like, you're like, man, I hate to be fucking hoorah. Like, boy, you know I'm not patriotic like whatsoever. I was in the army, but that's as far as my patriotism went.
Right.
You know what I mean? I guess it's a pretty decently patriotic thing to do.
Well, fair enough.
But regardless,
You serve
I'm
you
not
serve the country, Kyle.
I'm not like a patriotic
Sure.
person.
You don't got your fucking flag flying out
But
there.
let me tell you what, you don't get to fucking make references to the goddamn Twin Towers if you're not a fucking American. At the very least,
It
you got to
was-
be an American.
So
You're still going to get ripped apart. It's still not funny. You're still a fuckface. But boy, oh boy, like, I'll be the fucking xenophobe. Like, you got to at least be a fucking American to even make the fucking reference.
So-
like, go eat a dick.
So listen, I agree with you. When I first heard it, and I don't really get offended
Well, it's just
by
what a
much.
bad fucking
But
look for him.
It was
he's become
definitely-
a fan favorite. Why the fuck would you say that?
It was definitely not the smartest comment to make.
No.
Now,
Okay.
I will say this. Look, comment alone, no defending it. It is what it was. Definitely wasn't a smart thing to say. Since then, Israel has commented on the situation.
Okay.
Nice quick little comment. I think he put it in his Instagram story.
I hope making an apology.
Okay, so here's what he says. And I won't read the comment before, but basically it just, sums it up as saying it wasn't meant. It wasn't meant like that. Okay. So the comment in the last story sums up how I feel about the situation. I never made a joke about people dying or made light of the tragic event that was 9/11. I was simply rambling, and my brain worked faster than my mouth in a moment to choose the wrong euphemism. You speak on the mic enough times, and you're bound to miss the mark with some bars. I did on this one, and for that I'm sorry. I'll be more careful in the future with my words. Hey, listen, man.
Okay.
I think that's about as close as you can get to doing the right thing after making a bad comment.
And the statement he's making, I think, is a legitimate one.
Sure.
You know, it's kind of like,
You talk enough. I've said if you took somebody that dug up everything I've said on here, and I joke, and it's mostly hyperbole, but you could probably definitely find some things and be like, hey, and I would probably be like, ugh.
Well, that was like the whole Rush Limbaugh thing that happened recently, where Rush Limbaugh got diagnosed with cancer, and of course your kind of run-of-the-mill liberal who is so sacred with everything, you know, about how ridiculous it is when we wish death on other people, but then, of course, now we wish death on him. So, it's the whole backward, like, social justice warrior thing. But, like, with Rush Limbaugh, when he got diagnosed with cancer and then Trump gave him, like, a presidential medal of freedom or something, it's a bullshit thing anyway, so who cares? But all people could dig up were quotes. Many of them weren't quotes of his at all. They were just lies. Other were quotes that were taken out of context. And then there were a couple quotes that were really fucking awful that he said.
Sure.
But the problem is that was the list. The guy's been on radio for like 40 fucking years.
Right.
If that's all you can dig up, then maybe the guy's not as bad as you think he is.
Well, sure. I mean,
I
don't really know.
I don't fucking like Rush Limbaugh, but it's like if that's all we can dig up, then what are you complaining about?
Right.
Even like this shit with Trump, we have the one sound clip.
Right.
That's all we got, man.
Right.
Like everything that we know about him. There's been a couple other things too, but I'm talking real serious shit.
Right.
People call him a racist all the time. Where are those sound clips at? It's just like, the guy's been on the mic his entire life.
I don't want to get.
I'm not trying to get political.
Sure,
you already know where I'm at. I'm not a Republican.
Right.
But I'm just like that is the.
I think
you get on the mic enough times.
Yeah.
You're bound to say some shit you shouldn't say.
There you go.
And the point he made, I actually think, is a very good point, which is his brain was moving quicker than his mouth. I've done that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I think he said the perfect thing. Like, I just misspoke. My bad. I'll try my best not to do it. And what are you going to do? Like, listen, here's the thing, right? I get sick and tired of people. This shit annoys me where, like, somebody makes what is more than likely clearly an obvious mistake. I mean, how many of us out there really think he meant to take a dig at 9/11 and the people that died? Like, clearly that's not what he was trying to do.
When I was in the Army, we had a guy that I don't remember the context. I don't remember the specifics. I remember the context. I don't remember the specifics. But he was a gay guy, and this was right after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed and stuff. And because when I was in, that's when that happened. Actually, I got to be in. I saved the email where they sent the command wide email about Don't Ask, Don't Tell being removed. But I think it's since been reinstated. But anyway, gay guy, and I don't remember the specifics. But he was talking about, I don't remember, somebody was sick or looked sick or whatever it was, and I made an AIDS joke. And I was making an AIDS joke because he was gay. Like, it wasn't like I was just randomly doing it. And boy, no sooner did that leave my fucking lips, I went, whoa, I regret that. That was not what I was trying to do.
Fuck, that doesn't sound good.
It's just like a thought went through my head, and I just made this joke. And he was rightfully really upset. And there was a couple other people that were there that were like, "Why the fuck would you say that?" I was like, "I don't know." It just the shit just fucking came out
immediately after.
I don't know, dude. I regretted it instantaneously. But I tried to because at the time, I was embarrassed, but I tried to play it off or throw it off or laugh it off. And then deep down, I was dying on the inside.
Mortified.
I'm like, why the fuck did I say that?
Sure.
But so anyway, all that to say.
Shit happens, man. Shit happens.
I obviously had a quick reaction to
Sure.
reading what he said. I didn't realize he had made an apology. I did not know that had happened until you told me.
Right. But yeah, I think he did good with it.
So I was just reacting to the initial thing, and I was assuming that he was doing what a lot of people do, which is they make a statement like that, and then just kind of sit on it.
Right.
Because they're like, whatever.
Or deflect or make some excuse.
Yeah,
I enjoy that he was just like, look, man, I talk a bunch of shit. I threw one out and it fucking kind of hit the wall. My bad. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do? I appreciate that. It was an insensitive comment. It was a goofy comment. I don't think he was trying to take shots at the folks who lost their lives. I believe him.
He was trying to, like you said, he was trying to spit bars.
Sure, yeah.
So to speak.
Right. I'll drop him quicker than the Twin Towers crumble. It's like, ooh, fuck. We're in America,
aren't
we?
Yeah, let's not say that.
That probably, to your point, that probably plays a little better in London. Or Auckland.
Somewhere where it's not as personal.
Yes, absolutely. It's just like you kind of live in this company that's based in America where a lot of your fans exist and blase. So you say that, and we're like, hey, fuck you mean, Jack?
Yeah.
Twin Towers was our building, motherfucker. That ain't funny.
Yeah.
That's not even funny. And especially not at this time in our society. We don't fucking do jokes very well these days. Even if you obviously playing, you can't even obviously joke about shit no more.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get. I mean, I'm digging. I don't want to just ape Mike Heck shit, but I just think on this episode, I'm gonna do it.
We're just running with it.
I'm just gonna run with it.
Sorry, Mike. We're taking this shit.
I'm
just for a moment.
I'm digging the buy sell on this particular podcast, right? All right, so one of the last people to fight Chris Cyborg was Felicia Spencer. Okay, she's on this card. Also on this card is Megan Anderson. There are no UFC rankings, but on Tapology rankings, you have Felicia Spencer at 3. You have Megan Anderson at 4. I assume Amanda Nunes is at 1 because she has fought at 145 and she beat fucking Cyborg and a whole lot of people. So, buy sell. Either Felicia Spencer or Megan Anderson, assuming one or both wins, one of those two people is fighting Amanda Nunes at 145 next.
I'll buy that.
I'll buy it too.
I'll buy that. I mean,
do you think there's a more likely scenario? Like, do you think if Felicia Spencer wins but Megan Anderson loses, they won't match up Felicia Spencer?
Maybe.
Or do you think
maybe? I think Megan.
Or
Anderson,
if they both win, do you think they fight each other?
I think that depends on what we got going on at 35 for Amanda. If she's got something at 35 to keep her busy, maybe they do that and try to come up with one ultimate contender at 45. If there's nothing at 35, and they're like, fuck it. If that's the case, I don't necessarily think that. I think we lean a little towards Megan, but I think honestly, if Megan has a boring win and then Felicia does some exciting shit, they'll run with Felicia does some exciting shit, they'll run with Felicia. I think ultimately it will probably come down to who has the more impressive performance.
Yeah,
I think they'll be low key hoping it's Megan because she's just a little sexier name in general kind of deal.
This seems like they're setting both of them up for a win, and I'm wondering if this is the UFC's attempt to kind of give the 45 divisions a little bit of CPR.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's give both of these people a win. Let's start filling out the division a little bit. Let's get some people at the top. It is interesting that they basically have done no 45 fights in forever. And on the same card that we're getting a belt for 25, which is the division we thought was going to be gone anyway.
Yeah.
And now we have these. So it's interesting.
I don't understand how we don't got Ultimate. There's an Ultimate Fighter going right now, isn't there? Is there?
Ultimate Fighter? No.
Yeah, reality show? Okay.
No.
I don't know why we don't have that for these weight divisions.
They did it for 45, and it did nothing.
It just fizzled.
You don't remember that?
Where'd all those broads go?
Exactly, Fred. This is now you see why we don't have the Ultimate Fighter anymore. They had an Ultimate Fighter season with the women from 145, and this shit did nothing.
They've had a guys 25 version too, haven't they?
Yes. With that was the season Demetrius Johnson was on it.
Defended against Dude.
That was Tim Elliott.
Wow.
Right? Didn't Tim Elliott win that one, I think?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he did give Demetrius a decent fight, but yeah, okay.
I couldn't even fucking tell you who won the 45 one. Wasn't like Macy Chasen or something? I don't remember who it was. Who won that season? I was right. It was Macy Chasen. Chison. Who's now fought at 35 every other fight since.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. Well, I guess that's the problem, man. They're not getting like legit 45ers. That's the issue with the Ultimate Fighters. They get these people, and then immediately they win the division or they win the competition at that division, and then they drop a division as soon as they fucking win it, which is.
And then, by the way, that also had heavyweights that season too. And the winner for heavyweights was Juan Espino.
Listen, I take it back. It's a fucking horrible idea. Jesus Christ. Apparently, that's not what these divisions need. I guess they just need time, man. Time and legit people to fill out the division. What the fuck?
They don't even need time. They need, if they're going to, they are existing in a state that again, we've talked about on this podcast, I know multiple times, don't ride the middle. Either commit
right.
or don't do it. Don't ride the middle. Let's not do this thing where we're sort of going to do it but sort of not. Either fucking do the thing or you don't do the thing, and that's it. There's two options. The UFC is choosing to do the third option, which doesn't exist, which is kind of pretend like it exists, basically just to have a belt You know what I mean?
Right,
Originally
right.
just to make Cyborg more interesting. Now it's to make Amanda Nunes more interesting. And outside of that, there really is no purpose. Megan Anderson, I believe, has fought at 35, hasn't she? Like recently? Or she only fought at 45?
I feel like Megan's been a 45er. I think so.
Oh, no, I know she's been a 45er, but I'm saying
Has
since,
she competed?
Since being in the UFC, has
No,
she
no.
never fought at 35?
I don't think so, no. I don't think so. I think, again, like I said, I think she's been a 45er the whole time she's been in the UFC.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Which is even weirder. All right, so she fought Holly Holm at 45. She fought Kat Zingano at 45. She fought Felicia Spencer at 45. And then she fought that Zara Farn at 45. Farn is now fighting again at 45. She's the one who's fighting Felicia Spencer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then Felicia Spencer, I would imagine, holds a win over that Norma Dumont character. She does not. She does not hold a win over her. But I was wondering if maybe that's why they were doing that. But she holds a win over Megan Anderson, which is why she fought Cyborg. So again, I think if she wins here, I think they're going to put her against Nunes because I think she has she went to a decision with Cyborg. She choked out Megan Anderson, and then before coming to the UFC, she choked out Pam Sorensen. You know what? Which is a good win. That's the only other good win on there, but just off the cuff. She also holds a win in her amateur days against Macy Chasen. Chasen.
She is home.
That was in her amateur days. So anyway, I think if Felicia Spencer wins, I think that does make sense. She holds a win over Megan Anderson, so regardless of what Megan Anderson does, I think the Megan Anderson and Nunes fight is sexier, has more appeal to it.
Yeah,
but it would be more deserving.
I feel bad for Amanda because she's in this weird spot right now where there's just not really.
There's no challenges to help her cement the legacy.
And that kills her, man. That really
But
hurts.
if she can legitimately fight in both of these divisions and continue winning, and if you can have a division that doesn't exist, but every time they produce someone worthy of fighting, you beat them, then it's like, dude,
it helps, but I'm telling you, man, it does. Like you need that foe, man. Ali needed a Frazier. Like Anderson needed a Chael. You need those. You really need a good rival. Fuck, John needed DC. Like, though, it's no coincidence that those were their biggest fights, man. I mean, look, Cyborg Amanda Nunes. That was by a country mile Amanda's biggest fight that we were all the most excited for. And quite frankly, as much as it pains me to admit, that rematch is probably what's the most exciting fight you can make with women right now. I mean, women MMA, right? Like, it's bar none Cyborg versus Amanda.
Yeah, I mean the problem, and I guess in MMA,
in MMA, yes. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like, I know Shevchenko and Wei Li Zhang is fun, and Shevchenko fucking Amanda Nunes 3 would be fun. There's a lot of different things you could do there, but generally speaking, the only fight that's going to like really captivate an audience is like Cyborg Amanda 2. That's like the biggest fight.
Yeah,
and that's not even possible now. So it's like, Amanda's almost kind of just left to the, to the division a little bit. She needs somebody to pop out of nowhere, have some impressive wins, and call her out. She needs like a fucking female Conor McGregor to rise from the ashes, man. I'm telling you, these broads are all way too nice. Like, we need a female Henry Cejudo, man. We need somebody to really. I mean, we've had a couple girls that have tried. We've had girls that have tried. The problem is their skills don't match up with their yap. Angela Magana, ran her mouth really well, but she wasn't a great fighter. Paige Van Zandt had a look and had a little bit of a condescending personality that would rub you the wrong way, but she wasn't that great of a fighter. I mean, hell, listen, we've got some great-looking broads. Fucking, what's that bitch's name? Rachel Ostovich? Jesus fucking Christ. She could fucking choke me to death with her butt cheeks, Jack, and I'd be happy as a lark.
The only fight that remotely interests me, and this is more of because I'm not even really a hardcore fan, but this doesn't have appeal outside of fans that are
that base
that are watching most, if not all, of the cards. But But I mean, Amanda Nunes, Ketlin Vieira is probably the best fight that you could put together.
I mean,
I
that would
think
be
Vieira
okay.
needs to get one more win.
She does, big time.
But if you get another win, and you know who's above Ketlin Vieira, like Irene Aldana, who's surging a little bit,
right.
get a win over her.
Right. But
You know?
and we're still just clinging. Irene
But
Aldana just coming off of one good
But I
knockout
got you.
for
But here's
real.
the thing: it's not about Aldana. It's about Ketlin Vieira.
Well, right. And her
Because
just
she
getting up,
looks
man.
like she is just
Right.
right now. I'm not gonna lie, man. Hand to God, right now they make that fight. I'm picking Ketlin Vieira. Truly.
Against Amanda Nunes?
Yes.
Oh, well, that you're getting a little wild there.
100%.
I don't know about that. But here's the thing, though, man. This is the problem with some of this shit. This is where, like, fight promotion and matchmaking are vital because say she can win. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the whole problem with fucking Anthony Smith beating John Jones. Like, it didn't happen, but it would have been a travesty. Fucking Caitlin Vieira does beat Amanda Nunes, and it's a travesty. Nobody knows who the fuck she is.
Yeah, but Amanda Nunes wasn't like
Listen,
prior to.
don't matter. We don't got a Ronda Rousey around for fucking Caitlin to beat up.
That's true.
I mean, you know, the rubs.
But what if she beats Nunes twice or something?
It wouldn't matter. I
You don't think so?
But you don't get none of that Ronda rub. You don't get none of that Holly rub. You need stars. We need stars. We need another Ronda Rousey. Quite frankly, we need somebody to catch the fucking.
When she beat Miesha Tate, you know what I mean. When she wasn't that a UFC 200?
Who?
Amanda Nunes.
Yes, it was.
You know, when she beat Rousey.
Yeah.
You know, coming off of the
Right.
loss, trying to reclaim.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I wouldn't say when she beat home, obviously, but
yes, big,
but still
fight.
beating home. I mean, that you're right. You're not. I mean, dude, you're fucking right. I mean, yeah, you're right.
It sucks, but it's
you
true.
can't. There's no one like someone like Ketlin Vieira, who I think the skills are completely there.
For sure. No doubt.
But there's no one to, and you can't just beat Nunes,
Right.
Even if you beat her twice,
It's still,
you do need something else there.
Yeah, it's just
Man,
like
that is tough.
the division.
That's
in
why the
general,
promotional aspect. Listen, Fred, you're a goddamn genius, Fred.
I mean, every once in a while, like I said, you throw enough darts at the wall, you catch a fucking bullseye.
Don't listen to what every single person on Twitter says about you.
Yeah, no shit, right? But seriously, so and I know that's just hard to manufacture. You can't just like, you know, I'm not suggesting that girls just try to, you know, be Colby Covington, but you know, listen, man, for as much guff as we want to give Ronda, one of those sort of characters would be interesting. A girl that crosses over from BJJ, or maybe a girl that crosses over from kickboxing and is just devastating. Is just Mike Tyson chicks, or you know, leaving them in puddles of blood. You know, have we seen a girl really get her nose Rich Franklin or Mike parried? Have we seen a girl fucking knee a girl right in the nose and destroy her nose yet? I'm not saying I want to see these things, but I'm saying if a girl comes up and it's like, whoa.
Well, hold on, Fred. Why don't you want to see these things? Do you want to see these things?
I don't mind
with male fighting.
No, I listen. Yes, I do. I want to see.
So, do you think maybe you're too soft on women and too hard on men?
No. Look, I was throwing the precursor out there for everybody else. I don't give a shit if these broads get their nose smashed. they might not want to see a girl get her nose caved in and look like fucking Rich Franklin's. But me, look, I'm just throwing out fucking ideas. If you don't get a girl who's going to have a Ronda Rousey or Colby Covington personality, then you need a fucking Fedor or an Anderson Silva type girl who's hurting girls, who's not just winning
like
fights. I would say even more so. I would say even more to get what I'm talking about, to get a buzz going. Like, you need to be knocking girls unconscious. You need to hit girls with elbows and their
Irene Aldana's last fucking knockout was
pretty good, but you need a bunch of those. You need more. You need, and quite, you know, I'm not trying to be a fucking gruesome, you know, just bleed guy, but you need one of those. You need to destroy somebody's face. You need to hurt somebody. Like, I don't want to see anybody die.
Well, like we just saw with the Chinese character.
Well, yeah, kind of, but I mean, Kolakevich made it to the end of the fight, though, right? She didn't get finished. I mean, you need somebody. Listen, man, the thing that made Ronda so crazy was she was finishing fights. And quickly, we probably have to go before too long, right? Yeah, we're getting towards the end of it. You need something like what was going on in the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. I don't know if you watched the boxing match at all, but just quick shout out to that. Tyson Fury beat the fucking dog shit out of Deontay Wilder. Like a fucking beating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need one of those.
real quick. All right, we got to do a redaction before we go. We got to do a redaction. I hope people are still fucking listening. So I'm over here talking about, I'm like, well, Ketlen Vieira needs to get like a win over like an Aldana. Well, the UFC did try to do that at UFC 245 not that long ago, and Ketlen Vieira was beating the shit out of her and then got fucking slept, dude. That's who she just slept.
Yep.
So Irene Aldana could be that person. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
Because that's and I understand. I still think the skill set v. skill set. I still think Ketlen Vieira, that isn't changing. I think the wrestling there and with Amanda Nunes, or with, I don't know. I just think that like that can really get there. Like Aldana is long and rangy, and I just think that was a difficult thing. And she also just kind of got flashed. You know, like shit happens.
Yeah, and that's the whole problem.
And she wasn't going to shit kicked out of her, but
that's
I mean,
that's the whole problem with all that.
Losing.
Aldana probably isn't the better fighter, and she won the fight. Like, we need a girl to come in that's the better fighter that beats the fuck out of the other girl. You know, we need the Ketlen Vieira that comes in and smashes Aldana and fucking puts a gash on her head like Marvin Eastman's that one time when Vitor hit him. Yeah, like you need something like that, or like I said, just a boisterous broad. And you know, like I said, man, there's been some women that have tried it, but the skills don't match. One thing about Colby Covington, he's tough. One thing about Henry Cejudo, the gross little prick that he is,
he wins.
He wins. He's tough. Like, as much as I like to talk shit, and as much as I still don't think he's going to be a real.
What was his 3-fight win streak so far? Is Demetrius Johnson,
TJ,
and then Marlon.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
That's a fucking
it's
stretch,
incredible,
dude.
Man. I mean,
like, that's a stretch.
Listen.
That's a house of names, buddy.
He lost the DJ fight.
Wow, I think we watched that one together.
TJ was one fucking punch, and Marlon ran out of gas like an old Honda on the fucking 45, Jack. And he's beating the fuck out of little gross Henry in that first round. But look, all bullshit aside, right, Henry wins the big fights, and he has impressive, but he did come back and finish Marlon Moraes after getting beat.
It's that gold medal mentality, baby.
I fucking hate that concept.
That gold medal mentality.
That's what we need from the women. We need somebody with that. We need somebody that can run that mouth. You know, if
Paige, it ain't Ketlen Vieira, unfortunately.
Listen, if Paige Van Zandt was good, we'd be on to something. If Rachel Ostovich was good, and I know this is such a fighter bashing cunty thing to say, but it's true. If those girls were good, God forbid if they were real good, can you imagine if Rachel Ostovich fought like Machida?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the way she looks, if she was actually really talented too, we'd fucking have ourselves something.
Well, that is why Paige Van Zandt became what she was. I don't think Paige Van Zandt is any more beautiful than a lot of these other, especially these fucking Brazilians.
Well, I mean,
get the fuck out of here.
I think that's our particular taste.
Even the low level Brazilians are hotter than Paige Van Zandt.
Listen,
but she was fucking crushing for a while, and she was like legit knocking people out.
Right.
You know, and
she had
submissions and stuff.
She had a couple good wins, and to be fair, she is a lot of people's type, blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, there's a lot of guys out there like, holy fuck. Yeah. And you're right, and she almost got there. It's just like she lost the Thug Rose. Like, she got those big fights, and then
get it.
Yeah, if she would have won those again,
didn't she get choked out by Michelle Watterson too?
Yeah, I think it might have even been back to back, or she lost like 2 or 3 of them. She lost those big fights, man, and those were the thing. And, you know, Rose won those fights, and she's a big star, but she's missing that other part of it. You know, Rose is so shy and doesn't want to talk or do any of that kind of crazy shit. Michelle Watterson, gorgeous girl, but, you know, she's fucking, you know, she's like a fucking soccer mom and shit, man. She's not going to come out and act, you know, silly like Ronda Rousey or, you know. But we need some of that. Women's MMA, I've said it before and I'll say it again, they're desperate for a star. They need a young little fucking big mouth hotshot to come in that fucking, you know, I won't even say division, but just in women's MMA in general and shake that shit up.
Do you know off the top of your head the next fight for Rose Namajunas?
It's a rematch with Andrade, right?
It is.
Yeah. And that's on the Tony card, maybe?
I believe so.
The Tony Habib card?
It is.
Yeah, man.
That's smart, man.
Woo, that's a fucking...
Let her get that W back and fight
Wei-Ling Zhang or possibly Joanna.
Yeah,
I want to see
getting her belt back.
I want to see Wei Li win though.
I'm cool with either because Joanna then has something to lose again. It's like, man, can she finally get it together? She's close to beating Thug the second time around.
Right.
Can she just finally piece it? It's your third time.
Right. But
I make it happen.
I love, and this is what I mean. Excuse me.
There's
This is what
storylines here.
Well, and now we got Wei Li Zhang. Let's see what happens.
You still have Andrade.
She slept Andrade. You know what I'm saying? So we're it's a good start. If she can come out and sleep Joanna, she don't need to fucking talk a bunch. She just needs to have really impressive. If she does like 2 or 3 shows in a row, China gets behind her. Okay, boom. Now we got a real. That's the thing with. I see everybody already. They're jumping to this Wei Li fucking Zhang Shevchenko fight, and I understand Shevchenko don't got nobody. But wait on that. Give it a moment. Let Shevchenko win her 2-3 fights. Let Wei Li Zhang defend her belt 2 or 3 times. Let China really get behind her. And then, by God, we could have a real fucking, super fight with women.
Yeah.
It's possible. You just got to build these stars a little bit, man.
Yeah.
So, but I do, listen, that don't help fucking Amanda at all. I don't really, there's nothing really happening at 35 or 45. It's,
who goes up, who goes down in the Wei Li Zhang Shevchenko fight?
I would like to see Wei Li move up.
Okay.
For me, that feels better than trying to get Shevchenko to deplete herself much.
Although
She's fought
doesn't
at 35.
she not cut to 25?
Yeah, I mean, I think she can make 15. But she's also fought at 35, so she's got to be naturally a little bigger. That feels like it'd be maybe a little more fair, I guess. Yeah. But either way, I suppose if it
also seems more fair because Shevchenko's the bigger name.
Sure. In
the MMA community.
Right. And the more established fighter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
And then it's like there's kind of 2 things happening where Zhang doesn't really have anything to lose in that if she loses, she still has her belt at 15. So it's like you're okay, right? You go back and you still can be the star of China because you're still the leader of a division that you will continue to be able to clear out, presumably. And then Shevchenko gets the positive because she has something to gain from it to be able to defend to Zhang. So, yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Just quickly. Last night, the boxing match.
Oh yeah, give your thoughts.
Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, man. Listen, I was coming into it fucking thinking that this was the biggest boxing match in a very, I won't say my lifetime because I'm getting a bit long on the tooth. I was around for some of those old Tyson fights, but in a very, very, very long time. And it lived up to the hype. I wanted Deontay Wilder to win. He was our great American hope. But he lost, and a lot of people would assume going into the fight that if Deontay was going to lose it, he would have lost the decision because Tyson Fury was the better boxer by most people's accounts. Tyson Fury beat the dog shit out of Deontay Wilder.
Walked him down and
finished him in the 7th round, was a better boxer, looked tremendous. And I'll tell you another thing I was thinking about here. This makes Tyson Fury the first real fucking undisputed heavyweight boxing champion since fucking Klitschko or Lennox Lewis or him before he completely lost his fucking mind, which would make perfect sense for him to come back and claim it.
Right.
But also now the only people that are really available for Tyson Fury to fight at heavyweight that are intriguing at all.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. And there's one other dude named Dillian White. But you know what's interesting about all those names? They're all British. They're all British. Anthony Joshua's British, Tyson Fury's British, and the other cat that's right there at heavyweight, Dillian White. It's either Dylan or Dillian. Probably Dillian, being those London-type pricks. They're all British. So I don't think that's a coincidence. I think there's something to be said for that. You got to give fucking credit where it's credit's due. Shout out to fucking London and the Brits. The cute cocksuckers can box. It is apparently paying off. Can't be no coincidence that the top 3 heavyweights in boxing in the world right now are all from fucking Britain. So there's that.
I like it.
That was it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your boxing expertise.
Quick little fucking tidbit. But it was a great fight, too. Classic boxing match, man.
All right, guys. We will see you soon.